To create a discussion forum in Kadi, you'll need to know a few things ahead of time. What type of forum will you be using? We'll discuss that in a minute. Will your users be expected to attach files to their posts? Will the posts be rated, which is what we call grading in the forum module? And if so, how will those ratings be aggregated? Should users be able to subscribe to the posts, which means they'll receive emails when new activity happens on their post? Or should they keep track of which posts have been read? Let's go ahead and create a forum. If you haven't already, go to the gear icon and turn editing on. Then in your topic, add an activity or resource and choose forum. Then click the add button. The forum name is the name that will appear on the main course page. The description field is a great place to add instructions and requirements for the forum. The next option that you'll need to choose is the forum type. We have 5 types of forums in Kadi. The default is a standard forum displayed in a blog-like format. This is an open forum where people can start new discussions or join into other discussions that have already been created. You can use a single simple discussion where you will create a single discussion topic that everyone will go in and reply to. The each person creates one discussion forum type allows each student to create one new discussion thread or topic, which others can then go in and reply to. One popular forum here at Luther is the Q&A forum. You'll create this forum and then post a question. Students will then go in and post their answer to the question. And once they've posted that answer, they will then be able to see other answers that the other students have provided and reply to those if you'd like them to. Also, there's the standard forum for general use. That's just an open forum where anyone can start a new discussion at any time. For this assignment, I'm going to choose a Q&A forum. You can expand the attachments and word count section. For this, I only want the users to be typing in text. I don't want them to be uploading any files, so I'm going to set the maximum number of attachments at 0. If you want the students to know how many words were in their reply, you can go ahead and say yes for display word count. The next section is subscription and tracking. We can talk about the subscription modes a little bit. Subscription tracking is really meaning, do you want to be receiving emails for posts? If you set this to optional, each user will decide if they receive emails or not when others post to the forum. If you say forced, everyone will receive emails and they cannot unsubscribe from them. For auto, everyone is initially subscribed, but they can choose not to subscribe later. And for disabled, no subscriptions at all. If you're teaching at a distance, it might be nice to have either optional or auto to allow users to receive those emails as the class goes along, but to opt out if, say, it's a discussion that they don't need to be monitoring constantly. For this, I'm going to choose optional subscription. The next thing to be thinking about is ratings. As I said, when we talk about grading in forums, we're talking about ratings. If you don't want the forum to be in the Kadi gradebook, just leave aggregate type at no ratings, and you'll see that you can't set a maximum grade for this assignment. If you do want to grade, you will choose one of these options to aggregate the grades from the forum. So if you say average of ratings, that means that this will take the mean of all of the ratings that you give to a student in that forum. So if they're doing multiple replies, you'll rate each of those replies, and then the average of those will be the grade for the assignment. For the count of ratings, each time you rate an item, that will count towards this count. And so if the students did five posts, they'll get 5 points out of however many. For maximum, the highest rating that they receive will become the final grade. For minimum, the smallest or lowest rating they receive becomes the final grade. And for some, all of the ratings are added together. Note that for both count of ratings and sums, the total can't exceed the maximum grade that you've set. For my aggregate type, I'm going to go ahead and say average of the ratings, and I'm going to say that this assignment is worth 5 points. You can click this button to restrict rating to items within this range. So if I only want to rate during this week, and I can set times. Note that I often get questions from instructors who are unable to apply ratings to forum responses, and it's usually because they have this option checked. So once this is all ready, I'm going to go ahead and save and display. So here we have the discussion. This is we can see where I have my instructions and requirements, and now it's time for me to add a new question for my users. The subject is what will appear when the students come and initially click on the rating, and the message, this might will be where I'm going to say list 5 reflections. If this is clicked, then you will receive an email every time a student posts the discussion. If you don't want to do that, unclick that. And now that I'm all ready, I can go ahead and post to the forum. So you can see, here's my question. As students come in and reply, I'll be able to see how many replies exist within the forum.